Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Everett again with Steve Everett Mortgage. Start off with a little funny thing. For anybody that's watched these videos, and I hope there would be some of you that have taken the time to watch these, um, you may notice that I close my eyes randomly. My wife used to tell me when I would preach at the children's church or truck stop that I would preach with my eyes closed. So, frankly, it's subconscious. I don't know that, but um, the hope here is that you notice that I am improving. They're very seldom closed, and I'm very happy about that. But nonetheless, I want to talk to you today about, and this is specifically for veterans of our military. First of all, thank you for your service. Um, we owe a great debt for what you did for our country, whether you saw combat, active duty combat time or not, it doesn't matter. We thank you for serving our country. I want to talk to you about a product that's specifically designed to help you. Yes, it's a VA loan, but specifically it's called a VA Streamline Loan. And what is it? I want to tell you a little bit about that. If your credit score is a 620 veteran and you have a VA loan today, you can do what's called a streamline loan on that mortgage. The difference between a traditional mortgage and a streamline is really quite extreme. First of all, on a regular VA loan, if you do not receive VA disability benefits, you pay either a 2.75% funding fee to the VA for the first time you use it, and after that it goes all the way up to 3.3% of the total loan amount goes to VA for a funding fee. On a streamlined loan, if you have disability that you receive from the veterans, then that's zero. And that's zero on any VA loan, period. But if you don't have VA disability and you do a streamline, that recurring use 3.3% drops down to a half of a percent. So your funding fee on, say, a $300,000 loan drops from over $9,000 down to $1,500. That's for any veteran. So on a streamlined loan, your funding fee is greatly reduced. Number two, on a traditional VA loan, you have to show income, assets as needed, bank statements. You have to qualify debt to income, residual income for veterans loan. There's a lot of different criteria. On a streamlined loan, there's no income verification and virtually no documentation. You don't need a VOE from the military because you already have a VA loan. That's your entitlement right there. It just transfers over. The new loan, you can use it as, I want the lowest payment, I want to go 30 years, or you can even try to shorten the term by a few years. You could go from, say, 28 down to 20, 28 to 25. Now, without lengthening the video, there are certain qualifications on how much you can reduce the term, but that's a case-by-case basis, and it depends a lot on the loan amount as well. So here's my point to you. If your concern is appraised value, I know VA allows me to go as a veteran to 100% loan to value. On a VA loan, there is no appraisal. Doesn't matter if you think that the value is too low, it doesn't matter. There's no appraisal. It just uses what the appraised value was at the last financing. There's no appraisal now. If your concern is maybe my debt to income ratio, doesn't matter. On a streamlined loan, we don't have to show income. So regardless of what the debts are, because there's no income requirement, the debt to income ratio does not come into play. One side note here is if Mr. and Mrs. Jones are on the loan today and we do it with no income, no appraisal, Mr. and Mrs. Jones have to be on the new mortgage. There are some exceptions like death, but or divorce. But if you're still married and there's two borrowers on the loan today, then those same two borrowers would have to be on the new loan. If not, then it would have to be done as a credit qualifying streamline. And in that scenario, yes, income does come into play. You still get the reduced funding fee, but you do have to quantify the income. That's a VA requirement. On a VA Streamline, zero out of pocket. Any closing costs, this is a big stipulation. An FHA loan is Streamline, you can't roll anything into the mortgage. We'll talk about that more on a future date. But on a VA loan, VA does allow you to roll closing costs for the loan into the mortgage, and they're minuscule. Lenders charge very little for a VA Streamline loan. Most of them are waived. And they also allow you to roll into the mortgage the funds needed to set up your new escrow for tax and insurance. Requirement, 620 or greater credit score. Requirement. Don't fall trapped when VA's website will say you can do a VA loan with 560, 580 credit. Unfortunately, VA doesn't lend the money. Lenders do. And lenders have what are lender enhanced guidelines where they require 620 or greater. So you want to kind of check with your Credit Karma, make sure you're at 620 or above. Now, practicality. Does this make sense for you? If you're watching this video and you have a VA loan and you have an $80,000 balance at 4%, skip all this. There's not enough principal there to save you any money if you drop to 3.375. Now, that being said, the VA requires a half-point reduction to qualify, period. From what your current rate is to the new rate, it has to drop 1/2 of a percentage point. Well, an $80,000 principal, that's not enough savings to sharpen a pencil, let alone refinance. I will tell you this, if you owe $150,000 or greater, and your interest rate is 4% or higher, you need to investigate a VA Streamline loan. Reach out to me at Steve Everett Mortgage at our website, www.steveeverettmortgage, or call us at 248-662-1638, or reply to this post. And we'll be happy to answer any questions. This isn't designed to be a one-size-fits-all video. There may be one-offs in your scenario that I'll be able to identify for you and share with you anything that may trip you up. Now, keyword there is may. There isn't really many hidden, monsters in the closet that are going to come out, of which I have not spoken of here today. I want to thank you for watching our videos. Share this. Our goal is to help as many veterans as we can to have the most efficient mortgage that they can. That's our goal. It's our dream. Please share this on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you see this video. We're honored. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for your service again, veterans. Bye-bye.